What does Larry Page of Google, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, and Eric Schmidt, longtime CEO of Apple, have in common? Well, one, they're all in the tech industry, but two, they all worked with a coach. I used to think that the upper echelon, like the elite coaches and athletic directors, those guys don't need a coach. It's just the young guys in their 20s. Well, then I start reading about all these elite, innovative type leaders in the tech industry. And there's more than just these three, but I started reading about they're all working with a coach. And so I want to give you, coaches and athletic directors, I'll refer to you guys as leaders. I want to give you leaders 6 reasons why I think it's important for you guys to work with a coach. Number 1, a coach can resource and equip leaders. I coached college baseball for 11 years and then spent 6 years on a church staff working for a guy named Rodney Hobbs. Rodney Hobbs poured into me. He developed me. He resourced. He equipped me to be a better leader. Number 2, a coach can foster growth in a leader. So it's a lot like number 1. Terry Pettit, longtime legendary volleyball coach, came in and spoke to the staff, the whole athletic staff, when I was coaching college baseball at Creighton University. 3 years later, after Terry had spoken, I was cleaning out my desk in my office. I had taken another job, and at the bottom of my desk was that notepad that I had taken notes on when Terry came. I had not looked at it since 3 years before when Terry came and spoke. Here's what I needed. I needed somebody to ask me the day after Terry left, hey, what are you going to implement that'll help move the needle? And then 2 weeks later, I needed someone, that same person, to come and say, hey, what are you doing? Or have you implemented? Like, where I want to check in with you. I needed a coach to consistently check in on me and help foster growth. The consulting industry is $1 billion industry, and I think consultants are great. I think they're really helpful. Guys that come in for 1 or 2 days and pour into you, I think that can be really helpful. But what I needed is someone to walk with me consistently, to pour in, to help foster growth in me. Number 3 is to help bring clarity. I think oftentimes leaders either get foggy or they get in thinking ruts. And what a coach can do is come in and ask good questions that help get you out of that thinking rut or wipe the fog away. So a coach can help clarity. Number 4, encourage. And I don't mean just like your mom who tells you you're awesome all the time. I mean encouragement that sounds something like this. Hey, I want to encourage you to have that hard conversation with your assistant coach. I want to encourage you to have that hard conversation with your student athlete. Or maybe it's just hey, I want to encourage you. You are on the right path. I want to encourage you. Keep going. Keep going. And this is not just anecdotal evidence. There is studies coming out that there is tremendous power in encouragement. So as a leader, you need encouragement. I don't care how many games you won or how many championships you won, leaders need encouragement. Number 5, a coach can help drive culture. So I'm currently working with a couple coaching staffs. And as I work with and talk with the assistant coaches, I get the opportunity to help drive culture deep. So I work under the authority of the head coach and help him create and drive culture. Creating culture is hard. Sustaining culture is really hard. It takes a ton of effort. And so I get to help that process by just driving the culture deeper. And number 6, a coach can act as a great sounding board. You probably don't want to use your spouse as a sounding board all the time. You don't want to use your athletic director or your boss, probably not your assistant coach, and for sure not a student athlete's parents, right? So I can be a great sounding board. I've walked in your shoes. I've been a coach. I've been where you've been. I can actually empathize and help in those areas, so I can be a great sounding board. So I want to end with this one question. Are you an elite leader? And if you're not, what are the things that you need to do to become elite? What are those areas that you need to grow? And if there are areas that you think of that you can grow in, that can take you to the next level, I would love to visit with you to see how I could be a resource to you.